Emergency crews are at the scene of a huge warehouse fire in Northamptonshire. Thick smoke could be seen miles from the Rushden industrial estate.
But at its peak, it was stretching hundreds of metres into the air. There is the potential that they may have to shut off gas supply to up to 500 properties.
Last year, a fire at MonoWorld made national news, an incident no industry operation wants to experience. What matters is what they did next. They reviewed their risks, learned from the incident, and strengthened their fire safety by introducing the fire safety stick as part of their first line response. In recycling and manufacturing environments, fires rarely start out in the open. They begin deep inside compacted waste, enclosed machinery and engine compartments, often triggered by hidden ignition sources like batteries, vapes, aerosol or pressurised items. By the time smoke is visible, the fire is already difficult to access and tackle. The fire safety stick works differently to traditional extinguishers. Instead of relying on a direct line of sight, it releases a fire suppressant vapour that flows through compacted material, weaves behind protective panels and guards, and reaches deep into machinery. This allows operators to eliminate the fire at its source, even in spaces traditional extinguishers simply can't reach. Putting the fire out is always the priority, but some traditional extinguishers, particularly powder, can cause extensive secondary damage. Residue can corrode machinery and electrics, requires lengthy cleanups, and extends shutdowns well beyond the fire itself. Often the downtime costs far outweigh the damage caused by the fire. The fire safety stick leaves no corrosive residue. That means no damage to machinery or electronics, no extensive cleanup, and faster return to operation. For MonoWorld, this reduced the risks that a small fire could turn into another business-stopping event. When a fire breaks out, operators don't have time to think. Traditional extinguishers can be heavy, awkward to deploy, difficult to use correctly under pressure, and that's if you know what's on fire and what the correct extinguisher to tackle that is. The fire safety stick is lightweight, compact, and simple to activate. It can be handheld, mounted on forklifts, inserted behind guards, or deployed into confined spaces. And it's effective against all major fire types, so no figuring out what extinguisher is needed. The fire safety stick does it all. This gives operators a fast, practical first response without complex training or hesitation. Fire safety doesn't just cost money when there's an incident. Traditional extinguishers bring mandatory annual servicing, technician call-outs, inspection contracts, expiry-related replacements, routine disruption across the site, and the operational overhead that comes with them. These costs add up every year, even if the extinguisher is never used. The fire safety stick removes those ongoing costs. There's no pressure, no annual servicing, no refills, an impressive 15-year minimum shelf life, and no specialist inspections. Just some simple visual checks your team can carry out themselves. For MonoWorld, that meant lower long-term costs and less disruption without compromising safety. They now have the fire safety stick positioned across high-risk areas. It complements their existing fire safety systems and strengthens their ability to deal with fires at the earliest stage. It's a practical upgrade, not a complicated one. Industrial fire risks are increasing, but managing them doesn't need to be complicated. By addressing fires earlier, reducing secondary damage, and eliminating ongoing servicing costs, the fire safety stick offers a smarter approach to first-line fire safety. To learn more about how MonoWorld have improved their fire safety or to get your own fire safety stick, go to our website, link in bio.